7 Principles for a Happy and Conscious Life, Hamato Yoshi. These principles will help you gain wisdom and learn to live a full and conscious life. His story began many years ago when he himself faced hardships and challenges. He had lost everything he held dear and was on the brink of despair. But instead of giving up, Hamato decided to use his experiences to help others. He studied ancient philosophies and practices, extracting wisdom from different cultures. Hamato combined this knowledge and created a unique approach to life, the philosophy of happiness. He realized that happiness is not just a state, but a skill that can be developed. Learning from Hamato Yoshi means learning to see the bright side of life even in the darkest moments. He will teach you how to deal with stress, find joy in the small things, and overcome obstacles on the way to your goals. The gratitude principle. This principle is based on the idea that gratitude is the key to happiness and success. Hamato Yoshi teaches us to appreciate what we have and to be grateful for every moment. In our hectic lives, we often forget that there are such beautiful things happening around us. Hamato Yoshi reminds us of this and encourages us to pay attention to the little things that make our lives better. It could be a smile from a stranger, a delicious meal, or even just the warm sunshine. When we recognize the beauty and give thanks for it, we become more positive and open-minded. Gratitude helps us see opportunities and overcome challenges. It gives us the energy and inspiration to achieve our goals. Hamato Yoshi's gratitude practice is simple. Take time each day to reflect on what you are grateful for. It can be in a notebook, on a piece of paper, or even on an app on your phone. Write down a few things you're grateful for and feel your mood get better. Don't forget to also express gratitude to the people around you. Thank them for their support and help. This will create a positive atmosphere and strengthen your relationships. The principle of self-love. This principle is based on the idea that self-love is not about selfishness, but about taking care of yourself and your inner well-being. In our modern lives, we often forget about self-love. We devote a lot of time and energy to other people, work, responsibilities, but we forget that we deserve love and care too. Hamato Yoshi's ego principle reminds us that we must put ourselves first. One way to practice the Hamato Yoshi principle of self-love is to take time for yourself. Find a hobby or activity that brings you joy and relaxation. This could be reading a book, practicing yoga, or just taking a walk in the fresh air. It is important to remember that you deserve this time for yourself. It's also important to learn to say no. We're often afraid to say no to other people, lest we offend them or lose their approval. However, Hamato Yoshi's principle of ego teaches us that we must set boundaries and protect our inner balance. Don't be afraid to say no when you feel you need rest or time to yourself. Lastly, don't forget about physical self-care. Taking care of your body is not only about living a healthy lifestyle, but also about showing love for yourself. Try playing sports or exercising to keep your body in shape. This will help you feel strong and confident. In conclusion, Hamato Yoshi's principle of ego reminds us of the importance of putting ourselves first. Take time for yourself, learn to say no, and take care of your body. Remember, self-love is not selfishness, but self-care that allows us to be the best versions of ourselves. The principle of forgiveness. One of the most important principles that helps us become better people is the principle of forgiveness. Hamato Yoshi was a wise teacher who believed in the power of forgiveness and knew how to find the strength in his heart to forgive those who hurt him. This principle can be helpful for all of us, regardless of age. Forgiveness is not about making excuses or forgetting about the past, but rather releasing anger and resentment. When we forgive, we free ourselves from the shackles of negative emotions and open the door to growth and happiness. Hamato Yoshi's principle of forgiveness teaches us not only how to forgive others, but also ourselves. We all make mistakes and sometimes blame ourselves for them. However, when we find the strength to forgive ourselves and learn from our mistakes, we become wiser and stronger. So let's try to apply this principle to our lives. Perhaps there is someone we can't forgive. Try to put yourself in their shoes. Try to understand their motives. Maybe they did it because of their own suffering or misunderstanding. Remember that forgiveness is not a weakness, but a strength. It helps us to become happier and freer. Let's be open to forgiveness and give ourselves the opportunity to grow and develop. Principle of recognition. Hamato Yoshi realized that each person has his or her own strengths and weaknesses. He realized that only through recognition and respect for one's adversaries can true harmony be achieved. This principle can be applied to different areas of our lives. In our modern world, where we are often faced with conflict and misunderstanding, Hamato Yoshi's principle of recognition can be a real lifesaver. Using this principle, we can learn to appreciate and understand each other despite our differences. One of the key components of this principle is empathy. Try to put yourself in the other person's shoes and understand their point of view. This will help us create harmonious relationships and resolve conflicts peacefully. In addition, recognizing Hamato Yoshi implies being open to new ideas and possibilities. We must be willing to recognize the strength and talent of others and not be afraid of competition. After all, it is only through recognition that we can grow and develop. Purposefulness principle. This principle will help you achieve your goals and succeed in life. Hamato Yoshi's principle of purpose is based on three key aspects: focus, diligence, and perseverance. The first aspect, focus, involves clearly defining your goal. It should be something that inspires you and motivates you to act. Visualize what you want to achieve and focus on it. The second aspect, diligence, requires dedication and labor. To achieve your goal, you have to put in the effort and work on it every day. Diligence helps us to overcome obstacles and not give up in the face of difficulties. Finally, the third aspect, perseverance, is the ability to not give up. There may be difficulties and setbacks on the way to your goal, but a truly motivated person does not give up on his dreams. He learns from mistakes, grows and keeps moving forward. Hamato Yoshi's principle of purposefulness is the path to self-improvement and success. It can be applied in any sphere of life, whether it is study, work or hobby. The main thing is to believe in yourself and your abilities. I encourage you to apply this principle to your life. Define your goal, work hard, and be persistent. I am sure you will achieve incredible results. The principle of mindfulness is a philosophy based on the principle of being fully present in the present moment. This principle helps us to realize and appreciate every moment of our lives, developing harmony and happiness. At the heart of this principle is the realization that the past is gone and the future has not yet arrived. The only thing we have is the present moment. It is in the here and now that we can create our reality. Hamato Yoshi's principle of mindfulness suggests that we should not be distracted by the past or the future, but rather focus on what is happening right in front of us. This means being fully present in every activity we perform. When you're preparing a meal, be fully focused on each step, from choosing the ingredients to preparing and serving the food. When you're walking in the park, savor every smell, sound, and texture of nature around you. When you are socializing with friends, listen attentively and express your thoughts candidly. Hamato Yoshi's principle of mindfulness helps us get rid of the anxiety and stress that is often present in our lives. It allows us to enjoy small joys and appreciate every moment. The compassion principle. This principle is based on wisdom and kindness, and I believe it can help each of us become better people. Hamato Yoshi's principle of compassion states, "Don't do to others what you don't want to do to yourself." This means that we should treat those around us with the same respect and care as we do ourselves. We all want to be loved and understood, so let's create that atmosphere for others as well. When we show compassion, we become better not only for ourselves, but for the world. We can help put a smile on someone's face, support them in a difficult time, or just be kind to each other. Remember that your kindness can change someone's life. Hamato Yoshi's principle of compassion also reminds us of the importance of tolerance and accepting others as they are. We are all different, and that is wonderful. Let's appreciate and respect that diversity, for it is what makes our world interesting and colorful. I encourage you to join me in applying Hamato Yoshi's principle of compassion in our daily lives. Let's create a world where everyone feels loved and accepted. Let's do good deeds and help each other. Together we can make our planet a better place. Friends, I hope these wise words of Hamato Yoshi will inspire you on your path to happiness and well-being. Remember that you are unique and capable of so much more. Accept yourself for who you are, surround yourself with support and care, take care of your body and mind, and strive to achieve your life goals. I wish you all the best and hope these words bring you happiness and well-being.